These shorts fit. Yeah, they fit. The swollen's went down. And my shorts fit me again. Yeah. Nah. They don't really match the shirt, but whatever. See, I guess that was good. They were giving me medicine that made me blow up and gain weight and all this stuff. Dude. Know why I was blowing up. Don't know why I was constantly, positive pregnancy test. I was so dehydrated when I went in for my pregnancy test that they couldn't see a pregnancy, but it wouldn't let me look at an ultrasound or anything. I told him I didn't know if the spring that right here hit me in the face and the nose was the IUD that slid years ago and finally got me in the face, or if it was a spring. I don't know if there's a spring in the inhaler or not, but I got fucked up pretty bad. And I wasn't trying to sue anybody or anything. I got left in the shower and hit my head on the partition while I was washing my own hair. And I couldn't see, and it was the first time I was in that shower. And I sat there and braided my hair, sat there, and this nice African-American woman came and helped me off the floor. And the other nurse was making fun of her nose and stuff, and I wasn't saying anything. And was going on about how, she got a nose job, and, she could have a nice nose too. But the African-American girl that helped me, that was really nice to me, I don't care what her nose looks like. They were wearing a mask and stuff anyways. But the way that the other girl was just like, my dad paid for my nose job and all this. Well, I was like, well, the nose job that I got, this gynecologist sewed me together and stuck the tampon at my nose. Because he didn't know what else to do. He just stuck a tampon at my nose to keep me from hemorrhaging. And he fixed my nose and he lined it really good. So you really are in a bind. You got to fix a nose. And he stitched my lips, these lips, because he's stitching those lips. He stitched those lips together, and I don't have a ligament here. And he stitched those lips together too. So that gynecologist made plastic surgeon saved my life. I got some skin missing from my nose. Yeah, I got some skin missing right here. Oops, I broke myself in the eye. I got cut in the eye pretty bad from the windshield, but my vision has been restored. But I got hit on this brow line, and it, gave me a concussion. They did a CAT scan on me, and oh, you're fine. So they just made up a story, and I was supposed to meet with my husband and give him transport papers and all this stuff. And they're like, oh, you're leaving, and then I couldn't leave, and then these people were dressed in a doctor's suit, and they were dressed up in these navy blue outfits that looked like a security guard, but they were not real security guard. And made me give them my transfer papers, and they copied them. I'm like, this is illegal. You can't copy my papers. It meant for my husband to transport me and for me to leave with him. So I had security guards actually come up and run up on me because I showed up at the hospital again after being stabbed and having these things happen to me. So I don't know what was going on. I'm not paranoid. I came in to talk to them and tell them about, the heat in my apartment. And my apartment people weren't turning the heater off. I know how to read a thermostat. It was so funny. The nurse ran off and left me there for hours in the rooms and stuff. They just thought I couldn't talk or whatever. They kept acting like I was an idiot or whatever and dancing behind me and I kept telling them I had communication issues, that I'd gotten my ears frozen and all this stuff happened to me, and I was living by these sirens that were really loud, really loud decibels that were so loud that I would pee on myself, wake me up with the loudness, because I can feel energy and hear. I can hear it. I can feel even people changing the air and the pressure, temperature, the bariatric pressure. You yell and scream at me. You scream in my ear. You siren. You do a bullhorn. My ears bleed. It takes me a little bit to recover. It hurt really bad, and they did blow ear. And I do have to get wax out of my ear. I have to use tools to dig them out because of the issues that I had. I do like to swim. I did swim. I didn't swim in the oceans all the time, but I swim in lakes, and I swim in streams. Really currenty lakes and streams where you had rocks that would come up and hit you on the legs and stuff. You're and you drag your feet and the rocks would hit you. It's like rapids and stuff. So if I can swim against that current, or I can swim against the Mississippi River's current and icy water and do icy water screen, and I had to get do assisted I do like my asthma inhaler. I had to like lay on my back and float and then like use my inhaler. I had this one nurse dislocate my finger in the hospital because he saw me do my inhaler with this hand. I was having problems with it because this hand got hurt, and defending myself from weirdos and stuff. Like, I don't know. The people just jumped on my car and started acting a fool. Like, was riding on the top of my car, ran out of gas, had to hit my brakes, fling that motherfucker off my car. Okay, I had to, like, I asked myself, like, what would you do? Did it happen to him? So he don't know what he would do. But me, I did that. Then I went to the zoo, and the animals like all hollered and made all this noise, and it scared the shit out of them. It was early in the morning, and they told them to politely get off my car, leave me alone. The animals told the men to get off my car. At that point, I was already running on fumes. The car was overheating. Water had came out and spewed on me, and there was ash and stuff all on top of the car, and I got sunburned again. I'm still picking off skin off my ears and stuff from the level that I got sunburned. But luckily, I had beetroot juice and I had cacao in the car for the day, and it coated me and it protected me from the other things. So I got sunburned really bad. When I got home, my water, well, no hot water, but it was like freezing cold. But luckily, I didn't blister from the degree burn that I got. And I had to use my EpiPen while laying in the grass because I didn't know what was going on. But I was having issues. I used my inhaler again. I didn't know what was going on, but inhaler had prednisone in it, which I'm allergic to. I blow up. What do you mean by blowing up? I mean, my skin blows up. My lips blow up. I blow the fuck up. I have anaphylaxis. My skin starts blowing up, like, in the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Like, what happens to your skin? Well, instead of being blue and filled with blueberry juice, it was my blood, and I blew the fuck up and was all swollen and shit. And I was like, So anyways, the nice woman that the other woman said that she had hippo nose, and I told her that her nose was nice, and I did my thing, and I said, I like your nose too, and I talked to her, because I wouldn't talk to anybody. I can't always hear, and these doctors were like pulling my earplugs out, asking me if I wanted Seroquel, or I wanted these Propofol, and these date rape drugs and stuff, and I'm like, I started crying, because, like, I was just sitting there fixing their stuff. Like, I fixed their app so I could order food. It just had to have a battery put in it. Like, I just sat there steady. I used the communication board and sign language what I could, because I kept trying to hurt my hands and stuff, And he wouldn't do his assisted inhaler with me. And then he, like, pulled my finger out of socket. And I was like, put my finger back in socket like a gun. Like, what is wrong with these people? Do they not think that I know how to, like, fix my own bones? I can mend them and stuff? I mean, like, this guy the other day, he poured cold coffee on me because I was choking on some lettuce and cheese. I was choking, and his wife thought I was yelling. So his wife starts picking up the window. What are you doing? You don't belong here. And I'm like, I live here. Like, what is your problem? I have my teeth in. They'd see me without teeth, obviously. I don't always have them in. Oh, my God. I couldn't afford $65,000 implants, even though I had medical necessity. Oh, I'm not going to pay it. I'll get some other, prosthetics made. But they're not porous. And I'm not going to keep going on and on about this. I went through windshield. I broke all my teeth out. Broke them. It happens. I was running on a slide. I passed out when I was a kid. Broke my top front teeth. It happens. I blacked out. Ran into a metal slide. My teeth embedded in the slide. They didn't paint it. My teeth were there in the slide for like half the year. My dad ran into a doorway in 5th grade. He had silver teeth. I guess it's a hereditary thing. We just black out and we hit stuff. So, where I'm gathering my teeth in the stand in like 4th, 5th grade at school, like fix my teeth. I didn't understand that. I thought they could just glue them back together. And they tried to veneer them. They crowned them. They did all this stuff to them. And I was still like 5th grade when that happened. And I just got the teeth in. So I broke my first 2 front teeth in school. Then I went through windshield when I was 16, and then I had to have all this sewed and reconstructed, and I can whistle. I can still whistle. I had some really amazing people. I can't get another surgery here. I can't get the piercing here because I might turn into a hair lip. I might lose control of that muscle. And I most certainly don't need doctors injecting me with muscle paralyzing drugs and giving me something for the drooling. Like, we'll just give you something for that side. No, you won't. You won't give me the stuff I'm allergic to. They were sneaking it in as a base for my nasal thing for my allergies to geraniums. I mean, seriously, I'll just take this other allergy pill, and I'm waiting. I had immunotherapy, and I'm waiting for the allergist on the October. I already went and did these things and got all ready for work and all this stuff. Went and got my paperwork. Went and did all this stuff. Sat in the offices, paid for that visit, paid for parking. Was there in this other place. Did all this stuff. When I got, I mean, I don't need medication that makes the heart slow down. I don't want it. I don't need it. I don't need the wrong blood pressure medicine with this other wrong blood pressure medicine that these two doctors don't know anything about my history or anything that I meant there, or that I healed my stroke or I had a stroke. It has connected to your brain. It was healed, and we went through this, and it was from me being septic. So I really just do not want these people touching me if they're going to inject me with something that relaxes me. You know, Ativan is relaxing. And then give me something that paralyzes me. And then give me something that makes me have an anaphylaxis. So I really think that they should start, like, actually reading what people are allergic to and what they've been through, and actually read their paperwork, because either the plastic surgeon that forgot that I told him first off I was allergic to prednisone, that should have been something. Like, for 7 years they've been giving me this nasal inhaler, and it smells like flowers. It smells good. It's really, but it had a prednisone base. I can't have prednisone. Like, and why am I even putting this out there? Like, I got hit with bear mace. It's that kind of fucking bear. They wouldn't give me water, wouldn't let me go home, get my inhaler. Are these people nuts? Do they just not care? And then they take them back outside and start fighting with them over food, and they're being activists and stuff. And I got sprayed again with it. And they're like, they just didn't put a paramedic. And then they started calling me names like a homosexual and faggot and stuff in the bathrooms and stuff. And I'm like, I don't even use those words. I don't use the N word. I don't use any of it. Like, what is wrong with these people? Do they not realize that people are different shades, and they're like, I put two races down? Like, I am two races. I'm more than one race. Like, do they not get? I'm white, and I turn every color of the shade of the rainbow. Because I get sick, I turn green, I turn purple, I turn blue, I turn red. I turn all the colors. So do you, but sometimes you can't see it in your skin because you're melanin. You got darker melanin. Mine's lighter. Whoa. But, people are still tribal. They're still indigenous. That's what it means. Moors means indigenous. Moors means around the waters, foreign people around the water. The Moors, the high heels. It's I don't know everything there is to know about it, or know about every culture, but I know enough that I don't think I sound like a bleeding idiot, or that I don't have any respect for anybody, or that I don't care about my friends, and I do want them respected, and I do want them to feel comfortable. And it's not just about if they're vegetarians or vegans or not. I mean, I had some people like come at me just for drinking a slushie. Whether you want to take in high fructose corn syrup as your additives or your fruit slushy things or whatever, I may choose to. Everything breaks down to carbohydrates or sugar, like it does. Like, what do you want? What do you want from people? You want to give them stuff that makes them sick, and then get onto them and then charge them. So when you come to Seattle, make sure that you buy all your drinks outside of city limits of Seattle, because they have this thing called a sugar tax, and they have a fast food tax that they add to your meal. So get ready to pay it. It's supposed to go towards like different things in the community. But if you go outside of Seattle and go to another county, then you don't have to pay the extra tax for it. And I usually do like raw sugar or raw honey or sugar in the raw, and it's terminated cane but I like things like palm date sugar. I really don't like stevia. I don't like the way it tastes. I don't like aspartame at all, like the diet substitute at all. Like my grandma and stuff used to have that in their diet sodas for diabetes. You know, the smell of it, and then Red Bull smell like bull semen and urine, and I can't do those. But I do like some of the Southern Monster products. They put like carnitine and arginine and energy drinks in it that are supplements and amino acids and stuff. I know they come from other things to get them. But me, who has a problem creating and congealing and making those amino acids, it's about my body type and things like that. So I can't really go all vegetarian because I do need those animal proteins to help me, and I have to supplement because my diet is almost all vegetarian. I don't eat a lot of meat. I don't eat a lot of processed food. I don't get a lot of that. I do still eat butter. I still eat cheese. I still eat eggs. I still eat milk. You're not killing the animal, but I still don't want the animal treated like crap. So I'm hard to understand because I still respect everybody's culture, and they're like, if my friends don't eat pork, I won't eat pork around them. I won't serve them pork. But if I need bacon, so if I'm menstruating and I'm craving bacon and I'm craving iron, I don't like livers. I don't like liver. I don't like the way it tastes. I don't like the consistency of eating liver. So I could eat liver, and it would take care of me for like that whole week, just eating a little bit of liver. But I don't like the way it tastes. Like it's like my cat. He really likes meow mix. Like he tries to eat like 3 bowls. No, you can't have another bowl of it. He really likes the way it tastes, like Lucky Charms. I like it with the marshmallows. I like the way it tastes. But Mom's cereal are made without all that extra stuff. Well, I like the way it tastes too. You know, why scare people all the time? Why give them all this stuff like sawdust and stuff and scare them as fillers? Why? I mean, you already get mouses and stuff in your food. You already get bugs and stuff in your food. It's already milled down into it. Like when they're thrashing the wheat and stuff, they're thrashing everything in there, all the creatures in there. You can use sonic sound and frequencies to make the mice and stuff leave, or the critters leave. You can use like frequency at a pulse rate. And so when everybody's like, oh, God, Jesus is hurting the birds and stuff. No, it's not hurting the birds. It's not causing death to the birds. It means 5th generation or 6th generation. This is this version, like 2.0. This make up all kinds of stuff. Marconi and the radio, they said, was the cause of the Spanish flu and stuff. People make up shit. It is caused by communicable diseases. It is caused by people being dirty and not clean, or not having any bacteria. You can also be too clean. So just, use a 10-second rule. If it falls on the floor, it's okay. Sometimes you just scrape off the dirt, and eat it anyways, instead of starving or letting your kid go without food till you get home or something. Just wash it off. There's usually a sink. Don't turn off the water faucets in the parks and stuff. Don't turn them off to keep people from drinking. You're afraid some bum's going to... Then, most people use a cup and stuff. They don't put their mouth on it. You're afraid of getting mono or something. Then you don't just bring your own water thing. If you're, but don't turn it off for everybody else. Like for real. Don't lock your... Do you really... I mean, you can lock some spigots to keep from freezing and stuff. But do you really... Is it that bad that you can't give your neighbor a drink from the hose? Anyways. Here's me being real again. And my swelling went down, so it's getting better. My cheeks are getting better. I don't look like a balloon today. A red balloon. It's a red balloon song day, though. I'm going to play the red balloon song. But I'm still getting this out of my body. I'm still dealing with it. And every time I touch the bags or anything and go through my medication, and they tried to send... Walgreens tried to send me that damn nasal spray again, Fluconase. They've already been told that I'm allergic to it. I already talked to all the doctors. Do not give this to me anymore. Do not take any scripts. They tried to give me the blood pressure, then it's all taken off my account. Now take this off. I'm tired of telling them I'm allergic to medications and to take it off quit charging me for it, and quit charging me for stuff that's over the counter. quit charging my husband for stuff that, this is the stuff I had. But I can't get lidocaine patches. So it's an over-counter thing, but I can't get a big box of them at the store. And why should I have to pay that outrageous price for them when I could get like the generic versions of it? So look, I got aloe vera with lidocaine in it, and it goes in the refrigerator. I'm fine. I use Noxzema. But I really do need my Zofran, which you can't get over the counter, and I can't take Dramamine because it makes me see through things. Like, I have a weird reaction to Dramamine. I can see through walls and the floor and stuff, and I have a harder time driving with that. So I prefer Zofran as anti-nausea medication to deal with motion sickness and hills and the cul-de-sacs and the turns that I have to make and all the jug handles that I have to use to drive in this city. But I can still drive, and I was cleared to drive through neurology and all that. So just down and off again. Another rant, and I'll do some more lipstick services later because I don't know. Some of the stuff I like to put up and put music to, but I don't want to be banned for being a grown up, and I don't want to be banned because my boob fell out, or I drove up in my pajamas and somebody thought it was okay to put their hands in my car and grab my breast, and not have clothes on, giving someone the right to sexually assault me or assault me at all. Like, what is wrong with these people? I walked out of a building last week, and this grown man pours his coffee on me and punched me in the ear twice and kicked me in the leg because he thought I was getting on to his wife, and I wasn't. She was yelling at me, telling me I can't be here. I'm like, I live here. And he's like, I live here too. What's my problem? I'm like, I'm just telling your wife I live here. I live in this building. I was just walking outside. And maybe I'm singing along with a song sometimes. Maybe I got headphones on. Maybe I'm choking on something. Maybe I'm just, listening to songs and like got lyrics going on. And I'm not fighting with anybody. So maybe you should mind your own fucking business. If you don't really know what's going on and you're just going to come up instead of being a hero and start smacking on a woman, how do you treat your woman at home when no one else sees it? And how do you treat your animals? So you're in that big of a hurry. I couldn't walk in front of you. I couldn't choke. But you could come up and box me. And then I called the cops. I'd go drive off to call the cops. Oh, they're not going to come because it's me calling again? No, whatever. I can dispatch you. Let me do your job. Settle down. Answer my question. I was answering their questions. They came out and checked my blood. I ain't going anywhere with these cops. I ain't going to another facility with them. I'm not hanging out. I'm not getting another incident report card. I want the sheriff to talk to me. I don't want to be put through to the police department. I want to be patched through. I want someone outside of them. Thank you. They're not fired on all cylinders. They don't want to do anything when you have a security issue or a breach. They're not there. They're not firing on all cylinders. This is not there. They're there's in some other world, and they're wanting to record you and tell you you're being recorded. Well, you know what? How about I just start recording everybody and everybody's license plate and everybody that comes by me, because I'm getting tired of it. They can't drive. They'll just run into you, run you off the road or whatever. I'm tired of it. They come in and rent cars and all this. You can scoot around. Well, get on the fucking scooters, but don't scoot in front of people. They're using their Google Maps to show them where they're at. But half the time, Google's updating, on the spot. And then one day they're in this section, and the next day they're in this section. So you kind of do need someone that knows the area to get you around. Yeah, you do. And you shouldn't be disrespectful to anybody just because you see their mouth moving. A lot of times I'm mouthing or I'm saying long things, and there is no volume. There is nothing going on there. Or if they're giving me medicine that makes my muscles spaz out, well, it would make my lips tremor and trigger, and it looked like I was saying stuff when I wasn't even saying it. It looked like my mouth was just moving. And I get the chills and stuff sometimes when I get cold. And my husband thought I was talking and eating when I wasn't even saying anything. I was just trying to eat. And he was like, you got to shut up. You got to quit talking. I'm like, I'm not talking. I'm not talking to you. I'm sitting here trying to consume food and drink something and get ready and do things in the time that we have to leave and go here and be there and do this too. The buses are on a schedule. Everything's on the schedule, and they think that everybody else has to run with them. And I've even saved kids from being hit by a bus because these bus drivers won't stop for them. They're just about to walk out in front of them. and like paused and held my car, pausing the bus because they couldn't see the kids on the other side that were tripping over the cement in the middle of the road and had their earbuds on and wasn't listening. And I'm just trying to tell them, like, get out of the road. Like, please get out of the road. Please get out of the road so you don't get hit by this bus. And this bus has got holding like it's got a back of a bus on it, and they were trying to stop and make their stop and not run over them or run over the curve and miss the construction that came out of the gates. Like, just, look up, look down, look around, pay attention. You're not in that big of a hurry that you have to run up on somebody, honk, scare them, and assault them with your car when they're sitting at a stop sign or sitting at a stop sign. Some jug handles have a stop sign or roundabout, have a stop sign that you stop at first, and then you execute your turn. So maybe people all need pee conches. The pee conches so people can pee in them and pee in bottles and stuff wherever they're at. People can go pee in private if the bathrooms are closed. And maybe people need to go back to driver's ed. Maybe, or learn what road signs mean and what yellow and red and green mean and what the sirens mean. Because you call the sirens to clear up a mess, but you don't call sirens or ambulance or paramedics for someone who's in real stress or duress. The electric company was laughing at me, and paramedics were laughing at me at the parking lot for picking on the door asking for help. So you don't come charge me thousands of dollars for a ride in your paramedic vehicle, your ambulance, and then when I peck and ask for real help because I really did need help, just make fun of me and you're so sunburned, ha. What is wrong with these people? They won't give me water. I had to ask the fire department to give me water and let me talk to them. And I was just like, why didn't y'all come? Why didn't y'all send anybody out? I went inside of a bank. They let me use their phone. They're like, we couldn't find you. I was sitting where I said I was sitting, in the shade, waiting for them. I had to sit in the shade. I had to sit there. And then they're spraying stuff on the grass and pesticides. I had to move because I couldn't be around it. So, anyways, I do like that most of the parks are like AstroTurf here and pesticide free. That's great. And, they are one of the most conscious cities I've ever lived in. And they do care. And to see people just say, oh, we'll make fun of it and say, we'll just start running over these people because they're homeless. Well, really shouldn't set up tents on the sidewalks so people can't walk through or get through. But Amazon drivers shouldn't be driving on sidewalks either to dodge people. And bicyclists shouldn't be riding in the middle of the road when they have a bike lane already. They have biking areas, and you might not know the area, and you might be riding as fast as the cars, but still, you're causing, you're just in a helmet. You're not, get over on your area. Get over into they have lanes, they have places where you can go. But those rumble packs, roller skating, and the other things, it does kind of cause some shimmy, shimmy, shake, shimmy, shimmy, rock. So, I'm just grateful that I got back into my shorts this morning, and I can wear my shorts again. So maybe my clothes will fit me this week. And I won't have to wear, because I wear my yoga pants and they want to fall down on me. Maybe my pants and dresses will fit this week. Let's hope. No more prednisone. Don't give me another nasal spray with prednisone in it. Don't give me prednisone. Don't give me Halidol. Don't give me shit that I'm allergic to that paralyzes me while giving me something that relaxes me. Don't do that. Don't do that to anybody.